going? Hey. All right, let me say hi to everybody. Why is there only two people, Terry White and Patricia Furby and me? I guess nobody's talking yet because I'm early. Am I early? Okay, let me just pop out my chat and pull it on over here and then set it to live chat. How's everybody doing? Um, Somebody's daughter has Down syndrome and has been having really bad asthma attacks. So I want you to put that in your brain before I'm gonna start mentioning things in the beginning of the chat and throughout the chat so that they're in our brain when we go to do our spiritual closing, right? Yeah, I'm early. I'm sorry. Give me a minute. Bev at work, so I'll be listening. Okay, okay, Kim, Marie Dunn, Roseanne Jones, Sandra Moore. Sorry for my nose here. Karen, is it your daughter who's having the asthma problems? It's me. Okay, Shell White. Lauren is your baby. Okay, Lauren's having a lot of problems with this weather and asthma attacks. And she's already got a compromised respiratory system. So we're going to add her into our prayers. Thank you, Shell, for letting me know. All right. So, hi, Julie Otson, Lena Kay, Shell White, Karen Ludwig, Lee McLeod, Lori the Flower, Ahmad, Lynn Marie, Kim Solomon, Aldo, Sandra Moore, Roseanne Jones, Marie Dunn, Joe Mama, Linda Stuck. Is it Stuck or Stuck? First or second way? Stuck or Stuck? Yeah, thank you for the reminder, Terry. My last hi Deb, my live stream from New Year's Eve. I have no idea, but they marked it as not suitable for all advertisers. So I have no idea, but guess what? It's a new year and YouTube's back to its stuff. And even though I requested a review, they still said, no, it's not enough. But that's January, right? January, there's very little advertising revenue to go around, and therefore they only give it to their biggest money makers. That's just the way it goes. Hey, Deb Caputo, Rhonda S. Stuck. Okay. Hey, Tammy. You have a question about canning, please. Okay, Ahmad, go right ahead. Hey, here's Johnny. Afternoon, Kim Gamil from Arizona. Best wishes for the new year. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to switch back to my pink fan because for some reason the black shows more. And that could also be the problem. Sharon! I have a question about canning. Okay, give us the question, Ahmad. But remember, when you're speaking to me, if you're doing it in all caps, you only get 100 characters per statement. And that includes punctuation and spaces. So please be careful. I don't want you typing this great big long thing and then having it disappear and you getting angry at me because it's 200 characters, including punctuation and spaces. If you're small characters, but if you go to all capitals, it becomes half that. So, hey, Avon Leanne. Some of the things they advertise are awful. Yeah, I have no control over that. Helen Burke. Afternoon from Levine, Arizona. Best wishes for the new year. Thank you. Hey, Julie from Florida. How are you, darling? Yeah, I know. And I really don't have any control. I could, I suppose, say I only want advertising that echoes what I'm putting out, but then that cuts me down to like a third. So it's really a cutthroat thing, YouTube is. If you like what you're watching, hit the like and button and don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to subscribe and click the little gray bell if you want to be notified. If you don't watch any of my videos for like a week, they'll bump you right off the subscriber list. They do that. So always, at least once a week, check and make sure that you're still subscribed and that you've clicked the little gray button. Jordan McGee, how are you, darling? I know, Dallas. I know, Red. I'm not going to call you Dallas anymore because that's your cat. I'm going to call you Red, and I'm going to call Terry Little Red. Okay? Does that work for everybody? I had to yeah, see? So, to be alerted, you have to resubscribe and thing the bell about once a week. So, what's for dinner tonight? Would you like to see? We'll go into my wood stove. This is my thing. I have a wood stove, and I'm going to share this little bit of information with you. My wood stove is an airtight. And what does that mean? It means the top does not get blistering red hot like a cook stove would if you've adjusted it that way. It's airtight. That means it only gets so hot on the surface. Now, you can cook on it, it just takes longer. So it's like at about, I don't know, 20 minutes ago or so, I put on, see how the steam is coming up? I put on bangers. Whoops. And that's my green beans and my mushrooms. And my stove is low, so I should open the bottom just a little bit more, let some more air in there. But the more you open it to make the flames bigger, you only do that to get it going. Yeah, I know, the stovetop's a mess. Well, you can tell I cook on it, right? So there you go. Bangers and mash. Green beans with mushrooms. And no, I'm not making onion gravy or anything British like that. I'm just frying my bangers. And there's 6 of them, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to have 2 left over for Dublin Coddle tomorrow. So, hang on a second here. Let me just, oops. Can you guys hear me okay when you're in? Here comes Missy. Whoops. Here comes Missy.
Hi, Missy. What you doing, Missy? Gracie's mommy doll. Oh, your ears are, yeah, you just came in, didn't you? You want your ears warmed up. Gracie's mommy darling, Gracie's mama girl. Gracie's mommy sweetheart, the best in all the world. And her mommy loves her oh so much. 'Cause she's her mommy's sweetheart. She's her mommy's girl. Gracie's mommy's darling. The best dog in the world. Mwah. I love you. Do you want a treat? So, I know you don't always get treats. She doesn't always get treats, but these have been really helping her with itchy skin. You want another one? You're allowed 3 in a day. And she has liver treats for bedtime now. Good job. Good jobbies. To mommy baby. So, do you know if Mr. Wolfie got your garbage can at Canadian Tire? Yes, Sherry, he did. I was looking, I've been looking on Amazon, couldn't find them. There's hundreds of them. And expensive. But how he got mine at Canadian Tire. And guess what? Oh, yeah, I'm going to show you this. Well, I won't show it to you right now. The lid, it clamps on. You can clip that lid off and use it. You can put that on any cupboard door in your kitchen. Like, say I'm standing here cutting vegetables or peeling vegetables. I can hang it on the cupboard door in front of me, take the lid off, peel, and scrape right into the garbage and put the lid back on. Pop. You can use the lid to scrape stuff off. It's an amazing little garbage can. You're not getting any more. You're not getting any more. You just want kisses, don't you? You just want kisses. Where's my kisses? Ooh. Where are my kisses? Yes, your nose is much wetter and colder today. What's the name of the dog treats that helps Gracie's skin? These are called, you can get, they have their own website. They're called Plano Paws Salmon Treats, Advanced Skin and Coat Supplement. Safe, natural, wild Alaskan salmon oil reduces shedding and itching and allergies, promotes healthy heart and immune system, improves skin and coat, brain and joint health. Can you see that okay? I'll hold it really still and maybe it'll focus. Maybe if I get behind it, there we go, because it's trying to focus on my face. That's what these are, okay? Gracie loves them. Gracie's not fussy with Gracie's really fussy with treats. So, hey, Donna! She's lonely, had company for weeks. Oh, my God. What is going on? What is going on? What? Yeah, see, she doesn't want to get up on me in front because her back will be to you. She's not stupid. Okay, look out. Okay, go lay down in front of the fire. Go lay down in front of the fire, baby. Blood work numbers were good for you, Bev. No, get down. Give me a kiss. Now get down, please. Get down, baby. I was up all night peeing because I usually have a snack and I had to drink lots of water. And I mean lots, more than my stomach is comfortable with, because the medication hurts my stomach that I take at night. And so I was up peeing all night, couldn't sleep. Howie got up to go. I made his lunch and he got up to go to work. Oh, big, depressed, silent. Why am I not in the picture? Just a moment, baby. And so when he got up this morning, I kind of got up as he was leaving, and I went, oh, right, I got to have my requisition form so that they know what to test me for. Do you think I could find the bloody thing? Because I got it back in December or November or something, right? And I couldn't find it. So I put myself through peeing, lack of sleep, hell, all because I couldn't find for nothing. So I emailed my doctor's office and said, I've lost my blood work requisition form. Could you send me another? And then I had some boiled eggs and toast and went right back to bed. And then I couldn't sleep because I had been up and using the computer. It had stimulated my brain. And I tossed and turned till about 8:30, and then I slept until like 11:30. I mean, no, I didn't give all that, and I didn't get my blood work done. Okay, this is the thing. Somebody said, well, why don't you just go and have them fax a request to your doctor? My blood work was at 7:45 this morning. My doctor's office doesn't even open until 9, and then try and get a hold of them. So it was better just to not put myself through that. There's no way. There's no way. So Bev, will the cold weather affect my home canned goods if I move them outside and getting a new shed room? I ran out of room in the house. Oh yeah, you cannot put your canning outside if it's going to freeze. Absolutely not. You'll blow your jars, you'll ruin the food, and even canned goods. Remember, everything else shrinks when it's cold. Liquids expand. Okay, so no, they have to be in a room. You can put them in a cold cellar, but as long as it doesn't go below freezing, that's the only place you can keep them. Okay. Hey, Trina Bomer, how's it going? Gracie, no. Oh, God. All right, it's the last one, and that's it. You can't have any more. Now go. Go lay down by the stove. Go on. Go lay down. No eye contact. Gracie, go. Go. Go lay down in front of the fire. Go on. Whatever. You're quite welcome. Bonnie! Ribby! Gracie can count. Yes, she can. Why my text's getting taken off? I don't know, Dallas. Hi, Pam. I don't know. Are you typing too much? Okay, that one worked. On flip and post yet, Bev? No, nothing yet. But today's Monday, and Howie will be stopping for the mail on his way home. Gracie is so smart. Is there a tracking number or something? Like, how big is it? What am I looking for here? And you got to remember, the post office, I mean, even after Christmas, I went to mail out books and I had to stand in line outside the post office because only one customer is allowed in at a time. One in the post office, one in where the boxes are, and then you have to line up outside 6 feet apart. So mail in Canada is going really slow. Okay? Yes, Gracie's very smart. Size of a pillow. Wow. I said stash your canned items even under the bed. That's a good one, Dallas. Absolutely. I mean, you can do bins. You can do, there's rolling bins that you can put under your bed, and they're on wheels and they're short, and you can put like pints and half pints in those and slide them under. I bet you could fit 4 under a double bed, or at least 2. Bev, welcome. X Haley the Tiger. So glad you made it with us. Haley the Tiger, how's it going, Tiger? I don't have room under my bed. See, Howie doesn't, I do, because his box spring sits on the floor. Mine doesn't. You can even put lifters on your bed posts to help in space. You mean under the feet, right? So, you seem so rejuvenated lately. Love it. Well, Pam, you got started early. Glad to see everyone. Yeah, I got started a little bit early. I'm really sorry about that. Okay, welcome, Thakur. Is it Thaker or is it Thakur? Or is it Thaker? Thakur. Welcome aboard. I don't either. I have a water bed. Yeah, there ain't no propping that up on risers. Absolutely not. What's your channel about, Bev? This channel, Haley, or my Cooking with Cannabis channel, or my Reading with Beverly Wolfe channel? You got to be a little more specific. This channel used to be about homesteading, but I still have all the old homesteading videos, even though they're in really crappy quality because I was learning. And also, this channel is now moving forward into cooking, home economics, gardening, do it yourself. Pretty much all those things is this channel. We just come here live. We call it the Connected Hearts so that we can get together and connect on a daily basis. Gracie, you're not getting any more. Go lay down or I'll put you in the crate. Don't even mention the crate. And lots of chit chat. Bev, question. Have you ever made apple cider vinegar, pros and cons of making your own? Yes, I have. Pretty sure I have a video on it. The pros and cons. The pros are you're taking leftover apple cores and peels and stuff and making them useful, right? There's that. The cons for me is you don't know what the acidity level is unless you buy like test strips, because it has to be at least 5% acidity for you to use it. And if you don't know, you could be compromising your pickled goods, right? So if you're going to do it right. Hey, Furby! How's it going? My dream is to have a small general store atmosphere where I can shop. That's my pantry. That's my pantry. So strong enough. Hey, Ben, how's it going? Hi, Joanne and Tina Castles. That's kind of like my pantry. But there's coming a time in the next few, I don't know how long it's going to take, folks. All right. I mean, how long did it take to actually get my first goat? I think it was like 3 years. You know what I mean? These things just don't happen overnight. They cost lots of money, like building Howie's shop and building Howie's shop and getting my basement office set up. Those two things alone are like $20,000 that I don't have right now, right? So, I mean, these are things that are going to take time. I just hope you guys stick around to see what comes next. Oh, now you got to have it with milk and sugar, maybe even a little bit of cream. I have some multi-biscuit tea. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Rebecca. And I have some toast and jam tea. Thank you, Andrew. No, Thaker, I'm not going to use your full name for the simple reason is I only have so many words. In the chat moves rapidly. So I cut everybody. Hell, I give everybody nicknames most of the time if you're in here long enough. Oh, I know, Pam. I know. Please send me Dallas Red's email so I can send her a recipe. Okay, if you want her, then you're going to have to email me at connectedheartsfamily@gmail.com because I don't keep track of everybody's email addresses and make that request. Okay? I'm making a cast iron skillet pizza on the grill today. Oh, that sounds like something I would do. What? That's why I'm Bonnie, eh, Bev? That's right. She used to be Elishiva Pendragon. And then she became my Bonnie Scott's Lass. So in here she became Bonnie, a.k.a. Multi-Biscuit Tea, because she's the one who got us all started on Multi-Biscuit Tea. And then she just became Bonnie. But that's not her real name. We just call her Bonnie because that's who she is. She's my Bonnie Scott's Lass. And Terry White is actually Lil Red because Dallas Red or Red trained her to be a moderator. So there's little nicknames for everything. I can't talk to everybody. So my moderators are here to draw my attention to stuff that's important, right? Not that you're not important. It just, it goes by pretty quick. And when there's 176 people in here, it can get pretty nuts. I told her to send it to you, request at Hunt. Okay, sweetheart. I didn't know about reading with Bev channel. I'll need to check it out. Would love to hear you sing more. You have a beautiful voice. Oh, well, thank you. I have a reading channel that's kind of like audiobooks. I've got all the Little House on the Prairie books read. I'm about to start back in with Farmer Boy in the live readings because we're reading through them live. And I'm also soon going to start reading Ghost the Bootlegger's Horse. So it's a reading channel, but I'm not going to, this is why I need my son to help me edit because I can't do it all alone anymore. I don't have the strength, the energy, or the time. My Bonnie lies over the ocean. My Bonnie lies over the sea. My Bonnie lies over the ocean. Oh, bring back my Bonnie to me. Is that what you're saying there, Furby? Bonnie is the tea pusher. Absolutely. Chicken tetrazzini was awesome. Aldo, that's how we make it here. Yep. You have done enough for everyone. It is your turn to relax. Oh, there's no relaxing, sweetheart. Sky, there's no relaxing. January is my month to prepare for the rest of the year. And I still haven't done Mikey and Amanda's quilt. I'm not finished yet. So January, and it's already slipping by. And don't forget, the draw for the I Am a Connected Hearts mug
30-ounce mug full of garden seeds and our half-acre homestead, a homestead book. The draw is on Sunday. And guess what? I'm adding a set of Little House on the Prairie, the entire set of Little House on the Prairie books, because when I gave it away, nobody claimed it. So it's actually prize number 4. Woohoo! Shh, balloons, fireworks. Hi, Deborah C. I so need you to nickname me, hun. Well, yeah, because, no, you're Shell White, right? But then there's Seashell too, right? So we're going to have to figure that out. Hi, Helen, always being me. Hey, Helen, how's it going? Edie. Video to enter giveaway. Thank you, Terry. So yeah, there are 3 prizes of a cup full of seeds with a homestead book that does canning, dehydrating, spice mixes, basic recipes, and things you need to know. And, just little tidbits of information. It's kind of, somebody called me a hodgepodge of knowledge. It's kind of like what that is, but there's no gardening in it, right? So I'm giving away 3 of those, 3 books with, a cup full of seeds with a book 3 times over, plus the Little House on the Prairie books. Why not? It's my birthday on Sunday. That's the day I'm doing it. It's my gift to me is to be able to share with you guys. Hey, Corey C. Cheryl Blackwelder. Wow, that's a great name. I might call you Blackie. I used to know a Blackie. His name was Terry Black. And we went to upgrading together at Sir Sanford Fleming College. And him and his brother Kenny were just the most wonderful men. And then one day, I went to Peterborough College, but when I was done, I went back to Apsley, and I was working in a gas station that had Sears catalog outlet, video, VHS. Yeah, we're going back some ways. VHS, cigarettes, pop, bait, Sears, Skidoo parts, all that stuff, right? And I remember one day, and I never made the connection because Terry and Kenny I used to play euchre with almost every day at lunch hour. And it never dawned on me that the man coming in to pick up his wife's parcel, his name was something or other Black, but I didn't know his name. He just said he was just in to pick up his wife's parcel. So as he walked in the door, I didn't recognize him. I should have recognized him because Terry was a dead ringer for his dad, only younger, right? So as I looked up, I said, "Hey, Mr. Black, you here for your wife's parcel?" And then I heard a voice behind him say, "How's it going, Muffin?" And I went, "Terry!" And I damn near jumped over the counter because I hadn't seen him in like a year. So and his nickname to me was actually Blackie. So, hey, Steven! My day is going fine. I got bangers on the wood stove, and green beans and mushrooms, and I'm going to make instant mashed potatoes. So, Tammy Eaker, wow, I haven't seen you in a long time. I've been spending my day today planning my garden for next year. You mean this year? So excited to be looking forward to spring. Yeah, I had bought myself a $100 Amazon card for my birthday, and I've got perlite, vermiculite, and worm castings coming because I have organic soil in bags out my porch. But they're not necessarily potting soil. They're more garden soil, so they need to be amended. Red says, Bev, my slicer coming in today. Big metal one. Have ham to slice and freeze today. Oh, Jesus, you just gave me nightmares, Red. Nightmares. You mean one of them slicers? Jesus. Red, you bump your arm and you bruise and bleed. The thought of you with a meat slicer drives me bug crap. Oy. Take care. All stay. Okay, Johnny.
That's Patricia Carson, folks. Patricia Carson's nickname is Johnny for obvious reasons. We have a lot of Patricias, and Johnny Carson is a name we all know. Yeah, please be careful. I was in the restaurant business for years. I understand that, Red. But the thing is this is what I was talking about with the evolution of aging. It's not just aging, it's health as well. Okay? We have to stop forcing ourselves to continue to do the things we always did. We've got to find new ways of doing them so we can continue to do them. And you with a meat slicer scares the crap out of me. So every time you use it, I want to hear after the fact that you're okay. But I never want to hear that you cut yourself on that thing, Dallas, because I'll come down there and I'll kick your ass with a pillow. Poof. Because you bruise too easy. Tamasu! Me too, Bev. I take blood thinners. I bleed everywhere. I don't take blood thinners. Question, what are bangers that you're cooking? Okay, this is really exciting, actually, Joanne. Do you remember when I made the Dublin Caudle and I had to use breakfast sausages? The reason I had to use breakfast sausages is because I couldn't get bangers. And they're not even actually called bangers in Canada. Well, they are now because I bought some. But I used to get farmer sausage when I'd get a pig butchered before we started doing it ourselves. I would get farmer sausages, which are the size of like bratwurst and all that stuff, but they're like a breakfast sausage. They're just a plain pork sausage. And they're called bangers because they often had a habit of exploding on the stove if you didn't prick holes in them. So bangers are just big breakfast farmer sausages. I will be fine. Hubby and me get it instead of doing by hand. Had me get it instead of doing it by hand. I will not cut myself. Will email you when I'm done. Thank you, my love. Thank you. Powder puff. I don't understand powder puff. Did you see the civic holiday, lady, when you had your blood work done? I still laugh when I think about that story. Timothy Williams, I'm not sure I understand. I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about. Okay, yes, different has been reported. I always wondered why my mom poked holes in sausages, Bev, so they don't explode. Thing is when you're making sausages, I made the mistake of thinking, oh, I'll have nice, like lean sausages, and I made rabbit sausages, and I did not add any fat. Guess what? They fell apart into like granular crumbles when they were cooked. Sausages need moisture, binders, and fat. So, bread blade it with too. I have a meat slicer that Howie got me, and the blade on it is got no serrations, so it never really worked properly. So I never use it. No, I did not go for blood work. I did not go for blood work because I explained it all. I lost my requisition form and I couldn't find it, so I had breakfast and went back to bed. Because my appointment, I had to leave here at 7:15 this morning. If only way to preserve sausages, such as dehydrating, etc. Okay, I'm not sure I understand that. Shannon, tomorrow is my first day of student teaching second grade. I graduate in April. 40 years old isn't too late to follow your dreams. Bravo, Shannon. I'm going to be 57 on Sunday. And I'm just starting to dream more. I can't get over how, sometimes my brain works very linear. And so when I'm focused on having 3 channels, even though one I don't even work on, but when I'm focused on having 3 channels, my mind is going in 3 different directions and 3 lines. So when my husband when I said, why don't you, put the taillight on my car? And I'll film it. And he goes, why don't you do it? And I'll film it. That was like, seriously. So that's why the channel's, going in. It's all going in all different directions. It's not a cookbook, Dallas. Let's call it a Homestead book. Because it's not people hear cookbook and they think cookbook.
This has got spice blends and basic things like how to make a bechamel sauce and how to make simple syrups and what you use them for and recipes and how to pressure can and what to pressure can and what to boil bath can and dehydrating. It's got a little bit of everything. Happy early birthday. Oh, we'll wait till Sunday. We'll wait till Sunday. What did you order, Beth? Now I used to have a trap line, though. You used to have a trap line, Stephen? Wow. I don't like to call it a prepper's book either. I just call it a little bit of it's a homestead kitchen book. How about that? It's a homestead kitchen book. It's called Our Half Acres Homestead, Canning, Dehydrating, and Neat to Know Stuff. It's kind of like a mini homestead book. Okay, fix that. You didn't have to fix it, sweetheart. I've just started to make jewelry on 54, never too late. Absolutely. It's not a cookbook, Joanne. Homestead book. Thank you, Dallas. So, oh yeah, Stephen. Okay. So anyway, and I'm not sure if this isn't why I got dinged. So I think somebody put it there. It's got snowballs in it. It's got baking. It's got basic bread. It's got snowball cookies. It's got, basics of a homestead kitchen. I need to get my bong out. Only way I can do mine. Biscuit tea sounds delicious. Oh, malty biscuit. Taylor's of Harrogate, Yorkshire malty biscuit tea is crack. Okay. I have had to cut myself back to like 1 or 2 a week because I was getting to the point where I was having 2 or 3 a day. And that's a danger signal for me as an addict to continue. 1 is good. 2 is better. 3 is excellent. More is, that's the way it works. So I monitor, I monitor how much stuff I actually do. Excuse me, I gotta blow my nose and I don't want to put you through that. Oh. Oh. So at about 4:30, supper won't be cooked. Okay? Because my wood stove's low. Right? But it'll be started and then I could just transfer it over. If I had thought about it, I would have put it on this morning and or before noon and piled up the wood, but it's actually quite mild right now and I don't want my house like a Dutch oven. Tamasu, Dallas just put the link there. It's called Bev's Homestead Book and there's the link. Is it just a tea bag? Tea, or is it a sort of drink mix? No, it's a tea bag tea. It's a tea bag tea. I'm going to show it to you, okay? I'm going to show you my favorite teas. Oh. I'll be right back and don't be counting beers on the wall. Oh, Gracie, I'm not talking to anybody but my friends on the internet. Shut up. I called to you folks, and then Gracie thought I was talking to somebody outside, and she started barking. All right. Here we go. This was my no, it wasn't my very first. I don't have my very first favorite tea, which was Taylor's of Harrogate, English breakfast tea, Scottish breakfast tea, and Irish breakfast tea. Okay. Now, these are all Taylor's of Harrogate tea. This is what I got when I couldn't get my breakfast tea. This is just Yorkshire tea. A rich blend, classic black tea. Okay, so we call that Yorkshire red because of the stripe. My real big daily favorite is Yorkshire Gold. Okay, this is an orange pekoe tea. I always thought this was black tea. This was orange pekoe. This is the black tea. This is the orange pekoe. Then Bonnie sent me a box. This is why she's called, well, she's not called Bonnie, but Bonnie sent me a box of malty biscuit tea. And this stuff tastes like, do you know what arrowroot cookies, like those little social tea cookies, right? This tastes like, if you put milk and sugar in this tea, it tastes like a cup of tea that you've dunked a biscuit in and let it melt in your mouth. That's exactly what this tastes like. I couldn't believe it. And then Andrew from Yorkshire. Okay, lass. It's no, it's not malty. It's malty biscuit. Okay. And then Andrew from Yorkshire tried this. And this is toast and jam tea. And oh my God. And they're all tea bags. Oh God, this smells just like raspberry jam. It smells just like raspberry jam. So they're all tea bags. Now I'm going to have to carry all this stuff back out, put it away. Hey, Skippy Jones, how's it going? Yeah, it's malty biscuit tea. I get them on Amazon. You can find them. Certain Walmarts will carry them. International food stores will carry. Look for them in the international food section of your superstore. I only have 4 bags left in malty. It's not multi, it's malty. You're whining now. What and how much of it do you put in your tea? Okay, I will put, because I don't like really, really strong tea, I will put 1 tea bag in this 30-ounce mug, but I will let it steep, right? I'll put the tea bag in, I'll pour boiling water over it, and I'll let it steep probably for 30 seconds to a minute at least. Maybe I'll pour the kettle, I'll go to the bathroom, I'll have a tinkle, I'll wash my hands. And then I come back and in a 30-ounce mug, okay, which is like 3 cups, 3 regular mugs almost. I put 3 teaspoons of sugar and a good shot of milk so that it's really creamy. The richer the milk, the better. When it comes to, and the same with the toast and jam tea, but when it comes to regular tea, it's just milk. Cooking Corner said, you held the tea bag up to the screen. Both me and hubby made a sniffing sound at the same time. I'll tell you something. We got to get it. We got to get some smell-o-vision, eh? You hate milk and tea. Well, Joe Mama, I hate milk in some teas. Okay? My regular daily tea is with milk. Herbal teas, flavored teas, I never put milk in. Except these ones, the biscuit and the toast and jam ones. So I drink coffee in the morning and tea. I can't drink coffee, Skippy. I have a mangosteen tea that I love. I have a few bags left. I'm not able to find it anymore. Do you know what, Billy? Somebody from Hawaii, and it wasn't Seashell. It was, I wonder where she's been. She hasn't been here in a while. She sent me flavored teas from organic teas from Hawaii. And oh, they ever good. A little bit of honey, some hot water, you are good to go. So there are teas that I don't drink milk in, yes. They're to change the product. Their tea bag are made if I'm going to wait until they do to try them. Okay, Edie, which tea are you talking about? Happy 4th of January. Hi, Marcus Moss. Yeah, I'm a tea junkie too. I was raised on it, right? It was the only way, excuse me, it was the only way my mother could get me to drink milk because I'm lactose intolerant. And the only way she could get me to drink milk was if it was really hot or put it in tea. So that's, I was off the bottle at a very, very young age. There's a reason I sucked my thumb till I was 13, right? Get your minds out of the gutter. But my mother would give me what we know as a cambric tea, which is almost all milk. But I would see that she had poured tea in my cup. So I knew I was getting tea, and she'd put just enough in to warm up the milk, and then my stomach would handle it. You'll have to check it out. Oh, Yorkshire. What are they going to the perforated tea bags like Tetley? I can't drink coffee anymore. It dehydrates me. I get wonky and I just get dehydrated really quick. I received a tea mug with a lid for steeping. Oh, I had one of those. Does anybody remember my pink cup with the mitten on it that I got from, I think it was David's Tea? And it has the little basket and loose tea and all that stuff. Yeah, those cups don't last long. Cups don't last long in my house. They're constantly changing. Constantly changing. Anyway, I can't drink tea with milk. Ever since my chemo, I can't stand the smell of milk and tea. Isn't that funny? Well, it's kind of like, things change in time. Like when I was pregnant with Arthur, I craved coffee. And, I was living with my brother and his wife, and we were broke as flatter than piss on a plate. But I'll tell you something. We would put our nickels and dimes and quarters together, and we'd go down to the Big Carrot. Well, it's now called the Carrot Common on the Danforth. I don't know what it is now, but it was the Big Carrot, and then it became the Carrot Common, which is kind of like a grocery store, but with, bulk items and stuff. And we would go, ooh, what kind of coffee do we want today? And we'd spend like $3 on a little bit of beans, and we'd grind them, and we'd rush home, and we'd have coffee. Regular coffee was great, but whenever we could, we'd run down to the Carrot Commons and get flavored coffee. But when I got pregnant with Briar, coffee, and I drank coffee, like I would still drink tea, but I drank coffee more regularly after that until I got pregnant with Briar. Coffee made me sick. So I had to switch back to tea, and I've been on tea ever since. And the last time I had a full cup of coffee, it, made me wonky. They have plastic in their tea bags right now. Not good for you with the hot water. What do you mean plastic? Well, I don't know. You know what? Why? Yeah, that's it, Joe Mama. Why does coffee always smell better than it tastes? Pretty sure if I try to give blood, it will come out as a latte. That's a great one, Avon Leanne. My kitty will not let me type with right hand. She's holding it. Doing this one-handed, so going to just listen. Okay, honey. Okay, Gracie does that when I'm on my chair in the power lift chair. She goes over my lap, kind of. She sits between my knees and then drapes herself over my lap and belly and tucks her head down behind. And if she's not tucking her head down behind, she's got my hand trapped on the arm of the chair. Getting of chat, but at Cooking Corner will still be problems on chat. What's going on, Marley? We're not going to mention that, Stefan Miller. Thank you. I'm just going to say that we're in a red zone, and that's all I'm going to say. I don't talk about it on here because YouTube will demonetize. Don't think freedom of speech exists in social media. It does not. Okay? A Gracie blanket. Yeah, exactly. I'm a puppy blanket. And if Howie's right shoulder's really bothering him, which it always does now, because he wrecked it again on Christmas Eve, she'll lay across the cushions on the back of the couch and drape on, like, just rest her head and the front of her chest against his shoulder, but not put any weight on it. She's really, really smart.
No problems. No problem, Stefan. It's just, what's pearly white? Oh, crazy blanket, pearly white. I'm not sure I get it. Love the taste more than the smell, Bev. I'm a queen biatch when no coffee to drink. Coffee all day, green tea at night. I'm not fond of green tea. I'm just an orange pekoe black tea girl. I used to drink coffee. Well, the thing is when I lived in a place called Sunshine Homes I was living there when I met Howie. It was a townhouse. It was geared to income housing. And I babysat for a lot of people who worked. So I always had 4 and 5 kids in my house, and I loved it for the simple reason is it gave Arthur playmates every day, right? But the thing is when the girls weren't working, they were in my living room all day. I went through pots and pots and pots of coffee. And we'd visit all day. And then I'd say, hang on a second, girls, I got to start supper. Or hang on a second, everybody lift their feet, I got to vacuum, right? And then when Howie and I met and he moved in, he's like, I don't mind if you girls sit in the house all day long drinking coffee with you. Just, I just would like the house to be empty when I get home. It's okay. So, Avonlea and Shell White is pearly. Pearly! I like it. Pearly white. Don't expect me to remember this stuff, right? Hey, Paula123, how's it going? Whoever said they can't find strawberry kiwi tea, I'm thinking Amazon has it. Amazon has everything, right? Don't do it! I'm sorry. I'm not cute. I'm just me, right? That was me, Tamasu, Hidden Gems Farm. Bev, off to bed, up at 4:30. Okay, sweetheart. Remember, folks, she's in Scotland, so good night, goodbye. Mwah! I love you, sweetheart. I will message you the moment I get anything from you in the mail. Okay, sweetheart? You can depend on it. I'm doing good, Paula. I'm doing good. I love you too, sweetheart. Good night, Bonnie. Rest well. Give your hubby a kiss for us all, eh? I've been really trying, baby. Sorry. Good night. Bev, you should be getting a parcel from me too. Okay. That's a lot of kisses, I know. Yeah, and you never know what's going to pop up with that many kisses, right? Okay, Deborah C., take care, sweetheart. Mwah. So, anyway. Oh, well, thank you, Paula. Thank you, darling. I can get 120 bags of the malty tea. 120? Mine only carries 40. 23, you know what? That's actually a good price because this is like $11. So if you get 120, that's 3 of these. You're actually saving almost $10. Got to remember, mail is still backed up from Christmas. Absolutely. Oh, I love my garbage. Hi, Jean. I love my garbage can too. And I was just telling people, hey, Doris. Thank you for becoming a patron, Doris. I appreciate that. $1 a month is really enough, honestly. And folks, don't ever feel, I got to say this, okay? Don't ever feel that you got to tip me on PayPal or tip me here or become a patron because I need the money. It's not that I need the money, all right? I appreciate it. Every penny helps. However, there are people here that I would feel uncomfortable receiving money from for the simple reason is they need it. They need it too. So I appreciate it, but kisses and hugs are enough, okay? I'm okay. We're going to be okay. I love my new garbage can too. It's not the one we thought it was. The one we thought it was stainless steel. But this one, it sits up. You can move it from cupboard door to cupboard door. Wherever you're working on that counter, you can hang it on the cupboard door and you can pop the lid right off and use it to scrape or peel right into the garbage can.
right? The lid comes right off. So it's really awesome. I love it. Okay, Stephen, and I'll have one more puff with you before you go. I would still walk to where the old one was. No, but see, I trained myself because I would hang bags on the handle of the door in front of the sink. I used to do it at the other end of the counter, but then it got too far, right? So it's like, you know what? I'm just adjusting. You can get them at Canadian Tire. If you can't find them, look on CanadianTire.ca. CanadianTire.ca or CanadianTire.com. I'm pretty sure you can order them online. But that's where Howie got it. Take care, Stephen. Love you, sweetheart. Is there an equal to Canadian Tire? I don't know. It's not quite Rona or Home Depot, but I'm pretty sure you could probably get them there. Canadian Tire is like Lowe's, I guess. Right? Walmart. Yeah, you could probably get them at Walmart. You just make sure you put, cupboard door hanging garbage can or something like that to identify. I don't even have the box. Maybe I do. Hang on. Oh! Because I haven't gotten rid of all the boxes yet. Nope. Nope. Howie burnt all the boxes this weekend. He burnt all the... Oh, here comes my... Here comes! Here she comes! I'm not going... No, not yet. Not yet, okay? You can wait a few minutes. You just came in less than an hour ago. Go kiss for Mom? Go kiss? Go kiss for Mom? Oh, my goodness. Go kiss? Hey? You're spoiled. Oh, that's what you want, isn't it? But see, she doesn't, clench up anymore when I scratch her like she used to because her skin isn't as itchy as it used to be. Kiss. Now go. Stay in front of the wood stove. Tell Mommy when the bangers are done. They won't be done. Yeah. Just don't get the little one that, that's a plastic bag holder or whatever. You want something that's going to support, right? That's why I don't want the bag anymore. Bags leak. Bags. And this, you can take the whole thing out, pop the lid off, and put the whole thing in the dishwasher. Oh, she loves her mama. Yes, she does. I'm going to search. Yes. So I'm pretty sure you can find them online. Simple Human has one that looks like your trash can on Amazon. Simple Human. Is it expensive? Lil Red? Okay. So, hey, Janie Fogel. How are you? Yeah, Gracie's a big suck. She owns me. And you know what? I mean, I always thought that Pepe Le Pew, I've loved every dog I've ever had, and they've loved me, and I've looked after and cared for them. But there are certain dogs that come into your life that are like soulmates. And Gracie, here, I'll show you. I don't know if you can see this correctly. Let me see. Okay, let's do it this way. This is Pepe Le Pew. She was my pug, and as you can see, it says my soul dog on there. So, oh, Gracie, hush. So, she was like a soulmate pet, right? So when Gracie came, and then a year later we got Frankie, Gracie was having none of it. Gracie's like, I know what's going on, and you're mine, and nobody else's, and that's it. That's all, no more. And she's going to be 5 next month. And it took me the first 3 or 4 years, it's taken me a long time to realize that Gracie has been trying to tell me all this time that Pepe was my soul dog, but she's my heart dog. Right?
And I bet you dollars to donuts now, if I got another dog, she'd be okay with it. But she had to imprint herself. She had to make sure I was imprinted, or she was imprinted on me. That's just the way it is. She owns me. That's all there is to it. In pain from ribs, the left is feeling better, but the right hurts. Just, are you doing your deep breathing, honey? Because remember, you can get pneumonia if you don't breathe properly. I wish there was a people treat for itchy skin from meds. Well, why don't you do some research? There's all kinds of supplements that you can take that will improve skin. Your skin's an organ, remember, right? So, Bev, is the bunny still in one piece? Yes, amazingly enough. As a matter of fact, Furby, I'm going to send you a picture because I thought it was so adorable. She was laying on the couch with her head on a pillow and her little rabbit between her front legs. So yeah, it's still, the chicken's dead. The monkey and the rabbit have survived. Using a nebulizer. Okay, sweetheart. Isn't that the thing where you suck on it and make the balls rise? Is that what that is? Or is it something that gives you a mist so that you can make sure? Helen's leaving. Love you, Helen. Take care, sweetheart. Balance of nature. Not sure I understand what you meant by that. But yeah. I love your positive attitude. Oh, honey, it's not always positive. It's not always positive. I have been suffering depression, more actual mood swings my entire life. Well, since before puberty. And I would have been labeled ADD/ADHD if they had had a label for it when I was a kid. Right? Positive attitude comes from realizing that negativity gets you nowhere. All it does is poison your soul. All it does is poison your spirit, your emotion. Negativity poisons us on every single level. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And what happens when those three are affected by negativity, your body takes it on. You understand? So, yeah, I'm going to send you the picture, Furby. Trust me. It gives you a mist. Oh, okay. What's happening with the cup seed draw? Hi, Malka. How's it going? That's on Sunday. The cup, the seeds, and the books. There's three prizes of a combination of each. And then the fourth prize is all the Little House on the Prairie books. Because it wasn't claimed, so I'm going to give it away again. Train yourself to be positive, and you will be positive in life. Well, yeah, and you know what? I started watching this thing. It says, for 5 minutes before you go to bed at night, this is what you got to do. You got to reprogram your subconscious. And I went, I know that shit, but I don't do it. So last night, before I went to bed, I meditated. Okay? I am healthy. I am well. I am happy. I am content. I am prosperous. I was programming myself. So that's why you're getting a real positive attitude today. Even though I didn't sleep well and I woke up and couldn't find my requisition forms for my blood work. Stefan Miller, you make a lot of people happy, though, Bev. Me included. You're a great person. Oh, honey. I thank you for that. But I'm just a person. I have faults, so many, just like everybody. Please, I've said this before and I'll say it again. Do not put me on a pedestal. The drop is far and my bones are brittle. Okay? I'm just a human. I am one of the human race. We are all of the human race. Therefore, okay, I identify as an alien. So my mantra, choose to be happy. Okay, but when you say choose to be happy, you're telling yourself it's a choice that you have 50-50 either way. Now this goes really deep. You think about this.
You're making it sound like happiness is a choice. And we know it's a choice, but you should treat it like it's the inevitable. Does that make sense? I emailed you info that might help with your son. I saw that, Happy Camper. Thank you. I'm going to talk to my son about it first, for the simple reason is before I invest in anything like that, I want to make sure that my son is on board. And because I told him, I've already given him the editing software. I said, take some videos with your phone of the cats and stuff and play with the editing software until you feel comfortable enough that, because I can't just say, here's the software, here's the stuff, do it. Right? I'd love to be able to show him, but it's a long drive and we're in the red zone. So I've thought of using subliminal CDs. Be your own subliminal CD. Be your own programmer when it comes to your life. Yeah, things are going to piss us off. Things are going to hurt us. Things are going to make us angry. Things are going to make us ill. Things are going to hurt us. People are going to hurt us. But it's not about that. It's about how we respond to those negativities. Huge difference. Right? You look good today. It's wonderful to see you glowing. Well, thank you, Paula. I mean, you were born there. Aldo, what are you talking about? Aldo, Bev, you are a Canadian native. Just curious. I was born here, yes. But my parents were born here. But my grandparents on my dad's side came over from Scotland in 1919. My actual uncle who died in World War II was conceived on the way over, actually. Shannon, you are so real. That's what made me follow you. What you see is what you get. Well, that's the only way I need to be. Hi, Nina. It's the only way I can be and stay sane and sober. Right? That is to me, see what I mean? It's not a choice for me. It's a lifeline. Okay? So not choosing, but how I react to life I've had to teach myself. Now, I'm still going to react badly sometimes because I'm a human, I'm fallible. But the more often I can sit back and just shake my head and listen and nod and not react negatively to negative feedback, then see, when negativity comes at you, what did I say about our skin? Our skin is an organ, okay? Our spirituality, our emotions, our mental capacity, okay? These are all absorbed things. So when negativity comes at you, you have a choice. You can deflect it or you can absorb it. So your deflection or your absorption depends on your reaction. Does that make sense? Don't worry if I miss your question. Chat can scroll very fast, so please ask again. Thank you, Lil Red. So you could say to yourself, who do I want to be on a daily basis? But then you're questioning yourself too. So if you invite the positivity when you go to bed at night, when we go to bed, think about this. This is what makes sense to me when I just listen to the first part. Right? Okay, yeah, that's one of those things that I'm a pretty arrogant person at times when it comes to, I know that shit. But this really resonated with me. When we go to bed at night, okay? When we go to bed, 9 times out of 10, we're trying to figure out how to pay a bill or a doctor's appointment, okay? Or a fight you had with your spouse, or your neighbor was snippy, or you're in financial distress, or you're physically not feeling well. These are the things that are driving our mind as we're trying to rest. So if we're thinking about all this stuff, all this negativity stuff from the day, we're actually rolling it into the next day because we're programming ourselves to have the same kind of negative crap. Make sense? Hard not to react negatively these days. I have to breathe deep. Yes. We don't have, we are not puppets. Exactly. We don't have anyone pulling our strings. However, we could be puppets very easily. There may be no strings, but we attach those strings to ourselves. Do you understand? Right? So the one greatest gift we were given as human beings. Remember, we're human beings, not human doings. Okay? We're human beings for a reason, because we need to be. Okay? The moment we are standing is the only moment we actually have. Okay? So why waste an entire day by programming your subconscious to be negative? So when you go to bed at night, thank you, Marianne. So when you go to bed at night, you know how we do our deep breathing? Okay, do some of those deep breathing, okay? Like we do before a prayer. There is a bit of a science to my deep breathing. We pull in as deep as we can get, hold it for 4 seconds, and then release slowly for 7. That's the actual relaxation breathing technique, I think. All right. It works for me. Okay. Let's just say that it works for me. So when you go to bed, do some of those. This is what I used to do. Because before medication, my brain was like a squirrel cage, a small cage with 3 squirrels in it, always. So when I couldn't sleep, I would have to actually do some deep breathing. And if any thoughts came into the perimeter, I would just picture blankness. And if any thoughts tried to encroach, I mentally push them back. So that's what you can do during your deep breathing. And then when you feel relaxed, think about all the things you should be. I am prosperous. I am kind. I am love. I am a being of light. I am prosperous. I am healthy. You know what I mean? I am physically well. My knees are better. Blah, 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 blah. And when I say blah, I'm not being negative. Whatever you want to put into the blah, 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 blah. Okay? And you just keep thinking these things over and over again, almost like a brain chant, until you go to sleep. Because guess what? You're programmed for the next day. And hence, bubble, 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 right? So I stopped watching media helped with negative thoughts. Yes. If you notice, even though you may be on my personal Facebook page, I rarely actually post on there because there's just, even though people know my stance, many people are just still too negative, right? So now you can choose to look at it as hiding, or you can choose to look at it as taking care of your own mental, emotional, and spiritual health when it comes to social media. That's why we have the Connected Hearts Facebook page, and that's why it's private. Okay? Because we come in there and someone will say, I need prayers, and we'll say, sure, we're going to, something like that. But when it comes to, that's not allowed. That's not allowed. Right? We can help, but we can't allow ourselves to be infected with the negativity, because it has a 4-fold effect: mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical. Hi, Irene. How are you, darling? Seychelles, aloha. Meditating helps with chronic pain. Meditating helps with everything negative, as long as you get your breathing down and you focus on what you need to meditate on. And don't get angry if you wake up the next day and it's not happening. Because when you're meditating and you're programming your subconscious, you're also giving all those positive energy things to the universe, to your spiritual higher power. They are also getting the message. Okay? So I completely forgot to be, I wasn't even angry that I couldn't find my thing this morning. I was like, okay, but I had breakfast and went back to bed, right? Heavy with snow. I love that. Okay, but remember, we are also capable of manifesting. We can manifest our own health. We can manifest our joy. These are all things we can manifest if we just program ourselves. Picturing peaceful pictures is lovely, but telling yourself that you are going to be a better person tomorrow, or you're going to be a happier person tomorrow, or a healthier person tomorrow. When you wake, I'm going to be happy. When I wake, I'm going to be healthy. When I wake, I'm going to be more in touch with my higher power. Wow, this is really good tea. So I'm always talking. Hi, so-and-so. How are you, darling? Take care, Joanne. Mwah. All right, sweetheart. I'm always trying to protect what goes on into my head. I need to learn to protect myself from my own negative thoughts. This is so helpful. Thank you. You're quite welcome. But like I said, right? You can also make part of your meditation mantra that I am a being who will deflect negativity. I will deflect negativity. I'm going to deflect negativity. I'm going to take any negativity that comes my way and turn it into a positive. These are all things. Positive, positive, positive. Social media is negative crap, man. I mean, we only make it positive because we've decided to make it positive, right? If you like what you're watching, hit that like button, hit that bell, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you, Little Red. You want to buy Joey pants. What are Joey pants? What are Joey pants? So, hi, Seashell. How are you, darling? Now, you live in Hawaii, right? You live in Kauai. If you find that Hawaiian organic flavored tea, like a multi-pack of different flavors of tea that are organic. Somebody sent me some from Hawaii and I want to buy some more, but I don't know where it is. So if you can find a link where I can buy that, Seashell, please put it in the Connected Hearts Facebook page because I really want some of that. Friends prep reference. You saved me hundreds of dollars on a therapist. Okay, Tracy, got to be careful here. I am a human being and I am vulnerable to pride. Okay. So I am not a therapist. I am not a medical doctor. I am not any kind of guru in any way, shape, or form. What I am is a 56-year-old woman who's lived through a lot of crap, and I share my experience, my strength, and my hope with you. Okay? And how does it work? All you have to do is go how? Honesty, open-mindedness, and willingness with yourself. Right? Call it Howie. Honesty, open-mindedness, willingness with yourself. Howie. Right? What are Joey pants? Joey on Friends. Okay. I'm not scrolling. So, Bev, I love that you admit things and own it without hiding things. Most struggle with that. Well, I am who I am. Right? This is one of the first lessons I learned when I sobered up, is that if I'm not honest with myself, then I can't be honest with anybody. Okay? Self-honesty is not easy to do. Okay? But it's a humbling thing too. Right? So it goes back to being your authentic self, and your authentic self is the person you need to love first. Okay? Your authentic self. And what loving your authentic self means is you have the right not to allow negativity in. You have the right to tell yourself, I deserve to be treated well, and you don't accept anything less. I deserve to be treated with love and respect, and you don't accept anything less. That's self-love. That's not arrogance. Okay? That's looking after yourself, that you love yourself enough to make sure that you get treated the way you treat other people. All right? You just demand to be treated. Not demand is even a negative word, right? So, I mean, you got to love yourself first. All right? You have to love yourself as our Creator loves us. Okay? That we are imperfectly perfect. And we were designed that way by our higher power, by the Great Spirit, so that life would be a growing thing, so that we wouldn't be sheep. Life is a growing curve, always growing, learning, everything. And the only time we get all the answers is when we die, right? I use Facebook to connect with people. I admit I got sucked in, dug out, being better now. Are you into you're in our connected hearts, aren't you? Aren't you, Doris? Okay, I learn a lot from you. You're a good-hearted person. Oh, I can be a bitch too, but thank you. I try. And that's my goal every single day, to be a better human being, to be more as my Creator intended. I can't do that alone. So I come here and you guys help. Oh my God, you think I help you? You guys, your questions make me question my thoughts, make me question my feelings, make me question the things that I have ideas about. I'm not going to say believe, because once you believe something, it's really hard to change it. But if you have an idea, okay, that is something that can morph and grow and change, right? Christmas Day was 8 years clean. Woohoo! Wow, Christmas Day. I saw Sir Anthony Hopkins. Somebody shared a video of Sir Anthony Hopkins. He had his I forget what birthday it was, but he got sober 45 years ago, the day before. He got sober on New Year's Eve, I think it was, or the day before his birthday. I forget which one it was, but it was one of those ones that made Howie and I look at each other and go, wow, that's determination, you know? So bravo, Janie. Excellent. And just remember, it's one day at a time. This moment, this day is the only day we have. And the biggest mistakes that we make, the biggest mistakes I make, okay, in allowing negativity in, is because I'm spending too much time looking at the past or worrying about the future. I'm pissing all over right now. Right? So that's why I love my live streams with you guys, because you guys constantly challenge me to think, right? I love that you see what you see is what you get. I try. Okay? What you see is what you get. One day I could be very, very angry and sad. One day I could be in a lot of pain. One day I've listened to my own programming and woke up happy. Or at least not allowing too many things to drag me down, right? Happy camper, yes. Sewing Machine Workshop, are you a maintenance channel? No. Oh, Sewing Machine Workshop, are you a maintenance channel? Sewing Machine Workshop, you go ahead yeah, I don't know if you're going to be allowed to put a link in or not. But Terry, if you find her channel, why don't you pop her link in here? And because we could only the vintage ones. Well, anything that's plastic, you know, most of my machines are metal. Does that make sense? From 1970s back. Is that vintage enough? Only the vintage ones. Okay.
Anyway, I just realized we've been here almost an hour and a half. So I have a question. I'll send you in your channel. Okay, excellent. Oh, Buffalo, we're just getting ready to leave. Hey, Buffalo, how's it going? Vincent Pellegrino, you're listening on your walk. Okay, I don't leave links. Okay. I have an old singer that I need to put a piece of leather on to get the treadle to work. Ooh. I might get a treadle sewing machine, but I have 4 sewing machines now, right? And there's not going to be a whole lot of videos. Like I said, January, I'm going to tell you, January is my month to program myself of what I'm going to do this year. I also have a quilt to finish. All right. So the daily live streams are going to be pretty much my daily video, unless I have time to make a video and then sit down and edit it and everything, right? For your sewing machine workshop. Wonderful. People always ask me how to love yourself. I always say, just start with liking yourself. Find things that you like and start from there. Love can be intimidating. Start small and work your way up. Very well said, Megan. Sometimes loving yourself just starts with, like Megan said, with liking yourself enough. Okay. Do you want a real something that's easy to remember about loving yourself? Loving yourself. Are you ready? Loving yourself and respecting yourself is not accepting unacceptable behavior towards yourself or around you. You got that? Love is not accepting unacceptable behavior. All right. Oh, you're wonderful. Oh, thank you. You're welcome, Ann Lewis. Yes, remember prayers for my Lauren. Absolutely. She's already in there. Okay, Buffalo. We'll keep you in our prayers, honey. Always enjoy your live streams. Okay, so now is the time. It's been an hour and 27 minutes, 38 seconds. So now we're going to do our spiritual hug. Okay, this is a non-denominational spiritual prayer, so that people, if you have a faith or you have an idea of something good, or you have a creator, you can fit this in wherever you're possible. Just because I call my higher power, creator, God, chief, whatever I call my higher power, doesn't mean you have to follow mine. You just put your faith in where it belongs, okay? And add your light to our circles so that we can help the rest of the world and each other, right? Oh, Vincent asked a question. Okay, I can't find it. You're listening on your walk. Okay, Vincent, real quick, Bev. Any tips for gout pain? Absolutely. I know you helped Howie with this. I've got the toe pain. All right. Gout pain is a long-term cure. Okay? Organic celery seed. The kind you use in cooking, or even regular celery seed. But organic celery seed. Have a teaspoon of that every day. I don't care if you crush it up and put it into your meatloaf, or you crush it up and you put it into a smoothie. Ugh, it'll taste horrible. But celery seed on a daily basis, and celery juice on a daily basis. If you notice, I grow a lot of celery. Why? Because not only did I get my husband off his daily gout medication, he hasn't had an attack in years. I have to be really quiet when I knock on wood. So there you go. All right. I got that. All right. Okay. Now remember,
Loving yourself is not accepting unacceptable behavior. At you, in your home, around you, anywhere. Okay? All right. But it'll take time. And if you drink alcohol, quit. Okay? Quit alcohol if you can. If you drink, don't drink. That's the worst triggerer for gout. What else is there? Stay away from things like asparagus and red meat. They have those kind of things that make the gout crystals grow in your joints. So you're quite welcome. I've heard of tart cherry juice too. I mean, there's all kinds of things. I just read celery seed and I tried it, and over the years it just worked. So, right on no alcohol. Absolutely. Especially red wine. Especially red wine. Okay, so for all those who care to, we're going to take a nice deep breath and we're going to do our spiritual blessing. Okay? Yes, Seashell. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to take a deep breath. Hold it for as deep as I can take it. Hold it for 4 seconds, and then I'm going to allow it in a controlled release for 7. Okay? So this is my relaxation deep breathing method. And I do it several times now before I go to sleep when I start programming my subconscious. Okay? So here we go. Was that 7 seconds? Hey, Spirit, it's us. And we come today with many, many thanks. Thank you, Spirit, thank you for my YouTube family. They don't know it, but they uplift me daily. They challenge me daily, and I love them so, so very much. There are some of our friends and our YouTube family members, well, they're all YouTube family members, that are waiting on test results. Lauren's having problems with her asthma. And, there's just a lot of things going on, a lot of anxiety, a lot of ill health, a lot of fear, Spirit. So what we want to do is, and I want to say thank you, God, for helping me to put into words what it means to love yourself. That was really important. I felt a really important message for myself as well as everybody else today. But for all our loved ones, our family, our human family, okay, not just YouTube family, for the family of our human race, God. There's a lot of anxiety, a lot of ill health, a lot of negativity. And God, we just want to take that negativity and we're going to push back. And we're going to push it together. We're going to put it into a ball. We're going to toss it behind us and be like our dog. We're going to kick dirt over that crap and walk away. But God, special light and special healing may it go out to our people that are struggling, God, struggling with health, finances, family, isolation, negativity, addiction, all those things, God. Okay? All those things. We just want to link hearts and link hands and shine our Care Bear lights. I like to think of it as like that. We want to, if you want a visualization, God, we want to shine, God. We want to link hearts and link hands and shine for each other and shine for the world and shine for all the people that are alone or sick, right? So that as we shine together, we can push back the darkness and let more people into the light. Because we know, God, it's not black and white. It's not good and bad. It's not good or evil. It's It's dark and it's light. And we know that they're two sides of the same coin, and they're always fighting for dominance. So may we add our light to that today, God, and push back at the darkness so more people can come in. I am loved. I am well. I am happy. I am your child, Spirit. We all are. Amen. Shalom. Namaste. Merry meet. Blessed be. Peace be with you. Whatever your salutation is to the spirit of to your spirit, let it be said with love, and let it be said knowing you were heard. Okay? This is the Mrs. Wolfie from Life with the Wolfies saying, and our Half Acre Homestead, saying, all things being equal and normal, I'll see you guys all tomorrow. And remember, do some deep breathing and some positive meditations about who you don't say, I want to be this. Claim it. I am. All right. Take care. God bless.